What's the single biggest reason you won tonight? If you had to point to one thing.
Well, the obvious answer would be James Palmer's outburst. I think was really a uplifting. Allowed us to stretch out and get us a bit of a lead. But I really think our defense and our ability to keep them off the three-point line and still rebound with them was just as important. It's just not as pretty.
Coach, another just wild night at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Do you think this is, continue to become one of the best arenas in college basketball?
It's a great venue, and our students and our fans are tremendous. And it was so loud tonight. It was awesome, and that really has such an impact on our players. Our fans make a difference in winning and losing, and this is a fun place to be.
Should Paulo be first team all conference?
You got to think about that, but he's certainly all conference worthy, and I don't know that trading for a lot of guys. So yeah, probably.
And your defense, not only through the whole game, but especially in the second half, was probably just as valuable. I guess, how did you think you guys played defensively, and was that about as well as you needed to play to win that game?
Yeah, I didn't think that, I thought we were a little nervous early. I really do think we were nervous. I thought the moment kind of got to us a little bit, and both teams knew what was at stake. These are two teams that have to put together a run. We're in the middle of one. Maryland needs to get on one, and they've just, beat a good Northwestern team handily, and this is a big opportunity for them. So I think that gravity certainly sunk in, the gravity of that moment. And, I told the guys after the game, this is a special circumstance, exactly, but enjoy it. This is what you work for. So let's relax. Let's just stay in the moment, play great, and don't worry about, it's a big game. Well, they're all big. Illinois is huge, so big deal. Just go out and play the way you can. And I think the results will take care of themselves.
Coach, Palmer started off only at 2 points in the first half, but it seems like he really never gets flustered by the situation. How big is it for your team for him to always kind of have that same composure?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to know that James was having a tough half. I know Roby felt like he was having a tough half defensively, but there's a reason for that. But James, came out early, got some things going, and then in that mid-run from 10 minutes to whatever, till we took him out, which was brought up to me by one of my assistants that I'm going to keep nameless for now. And I was in a vulnerable moment, and I agreed to it. I regret it. But we still got a couple open looks that we just didn't score. But James was just so critical for us. I think he got, 5 or 6 buckets in a row, maybe even more than that.
Did you expect Bruno Fernando to play as physical as he did?
Yeah, we knew he was physically. What I didn't expect was 5 assists. I thought if we could bring some doubles, selectively, maybe we could get him to turn it over. But, he really handled that well. And, the first possession of the second half, we're supposed to double, and we do, and then James doesn't drop to the low hole to take away the easy layup. And, that's the problem when you do it selectively. Everybody's got to be locked in and remember the stuff, right?
Coach, your team struggled from the free throws in the line tonight. What does it say about the mental toughness of the team to go 6 for 6 down the stretch?
Yeah, that was important to make them down the stretch, because free throws are mental toughness. That's what we always say, is that you're prepared. And that's why I felt, again, like we were nervous. I think we missed our first 3 or 5. But to make them down the stretch, I thought was really important. I think it was Glenn, Isaiah, and James all made really critical shots. And so that's how you win close games, too. You have to make your layups, make your free throws.
What was the discussion to Palmer out? You mentioned you talked to his assistant about it.
No, he brought it up to me. No, it was just, we thought he was tired. He's wringing wet. He's breathing with his mouth open. There's 5 minutes left in the game. We thought, let's just get him a 40-second rest, and then he'll still have the media or something like that, and that would be enough to at least make sure that he stays on that roll. And it was just, that was the whole deal.
Glenn's, I know you've talked about it before, but Glenn just continuing to play how he does on the defensive end, even though he's been struggling on offense. How critical is that?
Yeah, the fact he could block that shot late at Collins was such a huge play, and to know that he, wasn't having a great night offensively, and he wasn't sensitive about it. he wanted to play better. He wasn't happy about it, but at the same time, he went out and did his job, and I think that says a lot about his just development and maturity as he becomes a better and better player, all-around player.
For him, 1,000 points, and he said himself, you know, he's a little disappointed maybe with himself offensively.
He'll get over it.
But yeah, but I mean, how impressive is that to be at that mark at this point in your career, and you're not thrilled about it?
Well, I think that's says a lot about Glenn and the kind of kid he is. He really cares about the team. He cares about performing well. He loves the opportunity he's had here in Nebraska, and he's going to have bigger nights, and he's going to get back on page. You know, we didn't practice him much for the last 2 days because he had a bit of a soft tissue injury in his foot, and you need practice. You know, you need those reps. When you don't get them, and you come out in a game like this with a quick guy like Cowan all over, or a big guy like Herter, you know, it can make it a tough night anyway. So Glenn's a champ, man, and he's going to have he's going to keep climbing that ladder. I know that.
I know Herter had the foul trouble, but just in general, your thoughts on the defense and how you
I thought
get them in check at least.
You know, I was worried at halftime. They were 3 for 7 on threes. They shot 50%, and then we really did a good job until a little bit later in the game. But I thought all in all, we did all right. When you can see, you can't let them get going in transition, because once we did in Cowan, I mean, they can just, you know, Nickens and Wiley can make threes. Cowan can just spray the ball everywhere and get to the rim, and you just can't let these guys get out and play, you know, full speed.
Coach, 20 wins for just the 6th time in program history. How big is
How many years is that?
that?
142 is what Ken told me. Is that true?
No, it's 122.
This is why I like Ken Pavelka, right? Just make it. So it's great, but we're not planning on stopping here. I mean, I told our guys a week ago, if you've counted wins, you've done it wrong. Because if you think I think we can win 21 or 20 this year, you need to get your mind free of that and just keep playing and keep winning.
Coach, we've seen flashes of potential from Roby all year, but it seems like, especially over this calendar year, he's really started to kind of get it. When did you kind of realize that you're starting to look at him like, this is a guy who gets it, this is
When
a
he
guy
was
who's coming to his
15.
own?
Yeah, I mean, we just always felt Roby, you know, is really unlimited, and he just needs to stay confident in himself, and he did a really good job just self-correcting at halftime, coming out and really playing a great half.
Jordy had 3 fouls early. Is that kind of the intention of him going out there and playing
No,
physical?
fouling is bad. I mean, he had a tough night.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks.